Hi, Ciara. You look gorgeous as I imagined you would.
Thank you so much. Hold on. My daughter is okay. I think she's gone.
You
Okay. So
know,
she was knocking at the door. Thank you so much.
no. I love that because I too, my child is in the living room with her dad. So if you hear strange noises, you feel me as a mother, you
I
understand.
feel you. I overstand.
Yes. So today we are here to talk about this new campaign that was launched today. And I'm just interested to hear from you, your perspective on it and what, attracted you to this project because it is something different, but still in your philanthropic lane. So, what attracted you to this project and what can you tell us about it?
Well, I looked at this campaign as a huge opportunity to impact and save lives. When I learned about the history of cervical cancer in the Black community for Black women and Brown women as well, I felt compelled to join the great mission of, sharing this message with all my Black queens around the world. I learned that Black women are 2 times more likely to die from cervical
Mm.
cancer, which was incredible. And then also to understanding by delayed screening how you can have advanced cervical cancer.
Yeah.
And then the other positive, though, I will say is that you can prevent it. You can prevent it. And, I also had someone that was, close to me and my team that experienced it. I just thought that there's just a great moment, which by the way, she's cancer free now. I just thought there was a great
Amen.
opportunity. Amen. To be a part, just to use my platform and, inform every girl around the world about this. And I think there's an opportunity to shift the narrative. And I think the time is now. It's been
Yeah.
too long that this is the case. Like I think now, obviously we also have more equity than, we used to have, and things are changing, on the equality side of life. And so, the time is now. I hope that when my daughter's my age, that this is no longer the case.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that you mentioned your daughter who is so stunning. I'm telling you, our audience goes crazy. We can post Sienna, baby Sienna has a new curly ponytail and they are going crazy. They love
So
you. They love the family. My husband, a super NFL fan. You can't see the Giants ball in the back, but Russell Wilson is now his favorite quarterback now that Eli's not playing. So,
I
we
love
are true.
that.
Yeah, we are true fans of the family. And whenever I talk about like these type of things with vaginal health and all these other womanly health things, I just think about motherhood. And you have been such a beacon and poster woman for motherhood. You make it look really easy and really fabulous, but we know it's not. We know motherhood is challenging, and it's about multitasking. But and then people say things like having it all, but technically it's not having it all. It's a lot of things that go into it. So I'm just curious about what is your definition of having it all, and how has that redefined over the years?
It's a good question. I think having it all is honestly, me and one of my good friends, we talked about how health is wealth. My
Mm-hmm.
friend was going through a really tough time in his life. And, I think your values shift when you go through things and you get older. And like you say, you have, when you have kids, they change perspective on life, dramatically. And so I think, I would say, health is wealth, like, being able to be, just to have the basic foundation fundamentals of life intact, knowing
Yeah.
who I am, I think is important. Knowing who you are, I think is important. But again, like, I think the principles and perspective on life about the things that we value shifts, especially when
Yeah.
you have, like I said, when you have kids. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And when we have kids as women, I remember after you had this baby, you went on your WW campaign and to lose weight. And I remember after having my baby, I had to like redefine who I was kind of like as my appearance wise. Like I felt like you go through a thing where you're just like, I know I'm a sexy woman because you've always been a sexy woman, but something about having a baby and then like devoting all of your time to your child and to your partner, because as women, we have to take care of our man too, where do you find, yourself again? Like, how did you get back to being sexy and redefining who that was for you?
Yeah, I do. I will say I'm like, I have 3 kids, but my husband is my big baby.
Girl.
So I got 4 babies that I look after. But I think finding myself, it's a balancing act, it's definitely hard. I think oftentimes we're last in line for ourselves and how we can like give time to ourselves. You're like, mm-hmm. But I think the greatest thing is also scheduling time for ourselves. Like something that I do is I put like markers on my schedule for what I need to do. Like I love working out. So that's on my schedule. I make sure like I'm doing the basic things. Like when I wake up in the pandemic, it was a great example. I still wanted to be cute. I was pregnant as hello. And that alone will make you wake up looking crunchy.
Yes.
But I still was like committed to keeping it cute. Like I just felt it was so important to like still like do my hair, like put on something, even if it's not the most fancy outfit, it's still looking like something.
Yeah.
And there's these basic things that I think that we do that helps us to like fill up our cup, to feed our soul. Also, me hanging with my girls like is good for my soul. The basic things that sometimes it's so hard to do, but if you pencil in time, I think you give yourself a more opportunity to have, success on that side of it. And then as we talk about like self-care and, and all that stuff, I think in case and context of today with the campaign, it's so important, that we make our annual checkup. Like we make sure we're on top of like this part of life. Because I will say this, when we talk about hashtag Cerving Confidence, like there's nothing better than knowing where you are health-wise. That's the best feeling in the world, in addition to being a mom and working and figuring it all out, and so it's a balancing act, but you got to carve out time for yourself and you got to commit to that time when you have it. When you say, this is what I'm going to do for me, you got to do it for you because you need it. Your body needs it, your soul needs it, your mind needs it, your heart needs it. Self-care is the best care.
Yes, I agree. And you are like Black girl magic personified. We love you. When I say I play Promise over and over again, that's like my go-to romantic R&B song. But you are, you just trend. I can go on Twitter a random day. You can go on Twitter a random day. And it's like, Ciara is trending. You click on Ciara, you're like, what's going on? And it's like, Ciara's just trending because she's Ciara and she's amazing. When that happens, is it an extra boost of confidence? Like, how does it feel to know that you are so loved?
It's inspiring. Honestly, it's been 17 years since my first album, Goodies. And, even my fans to remind me of that is like, okay. And I still feel like there's so much more opportunity ahead. So for me, that it's definitely inspiring. It definitely motivates me. And, I was saying like on my next project, I want to make sure I got a lot of bass in that thing. I want to make sure you turn your lip up. It's got some stank.
Oh yeah.
All that good stuff, but it definitely feels good to receive that love. It, like I say, especially considering how long it's been since my first album, it's really a blessing.
It definitely is. And you know what I really get joy out of seeing? I don't know how this makes you feel, but I'm hoping you tell me. Whenever people compare you and Meg Thee Stallion's knees, because they're like, Ciara has the Meg Thee Stallion knees and you have Ciara knees. Like that's just, what oil do I use to get there?
I can't, I got to tell you, the more you drop it like it's hot, the more lower you end up going. So just keep on, going lower and lower. Keep trying to every time you go low and work on that isolation in that core at the same time, and before you know, you'll be getting real low. But, I it's so funny because they crack me up when they're like strong, we say strong knee gang.
Yes, you are strong knee gang.
It's so funny. I'll take that. But yeah, just keep on like trying to go lower and lower each time before you know it, you're there. But you do got to isolate. You got to isolate so you can just have the middle still while the back side is bouncing. No, but yeah. I don't know where we go with this, but yeah, that's just a little something.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go watch your videos. They're giving me the wrap it up signal. So thank you again for such a lovely chat. You are always so beautiful and special. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And again, I want to encourage all my girls out there to go set up your annual Well Woman exams. Get your PAP screening, get your HPV screening, know yourself inside and out. There's a great opportunity for us to really impact the world together and shift the narrative. And the time is now. So thank you so much. I'm excited about this. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
And you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, Shamika.
Bye.